I'm James Valles. This 19-year-old from Utah is expected to make a full recovery after surviving the bombing attack at the Brussels airport that left 11 dead and scores of others injured on Tuesday. Speaking from his hospital bed, Mason Wells recounts that horrifying moment.
I was actually conscious for all of it and even the several hours following. The first blast went off over to my right, about 10-15 meters. I was in the back of the Delta check-in line. And the blast was really loud. It even lifted my body a little bit. And I remember feeling a lot of really hot and really cold feelings on the whole right side of my body. I was covered in a fair amount of blood, and not necessarily mine even. And I remember seeing fire in front of my face, and also kind of fire down by my feet on the ground, and we were really close. I feel lucky to have escaped with what I did. As far as what I've lived, as I ran out of the airport, the second blast went off, and I was sitting there on the sidewalk outside the airport, sitting in my own blood, and there was a feeling of calm and peace that I had, and it was beyond just the physical shock that I had. And I attribute that to the presence of God, and I lived some very personal experiences during that horror ordeal, and if there's anything I've learned, it's that if God, He can hear the prayers that I was giving out on that sidewalk as I was laying down. I know that He hears the prayers of everyone. And, if there's anything I've taken out, it's that there's someone greater than us that's watching over us. And again, those are personal things that I've lived myself with. I just hope that the families of those that were injured, and also those that were hurt themselves, they feel the prayers and the love that others have for them, and how much, we feel for them. That's a question I've thought about, and until I really know the extent of my permanent injuries, it's hard to say. Wherever I go, I just want to contribute to the community that I'm in, which, for me, I love to contribute to the engineering community. That's the plan right now. So, the future holds what it holds. I'm confident that things will roll over with time, and afterwards I'll be able to see a bit clearly. For the moment, I'm just trying to focusing on getting everything better right now. I was definitely fortunate to have escaped with the injuries that I've escaped with at the airport, being very close to the bombs. So I've my whole life I've been surrounded by really good people, and I believe that there's an influence higher than us, God, that watches over us, and I don't know why. I was, in certain areas when certain things happen, but what I do know is that I've had people around me that have always taken care of me, and so I would say I'm very lucky to have known the people that I know. All my friends and family, they're great people.